The night she said it, she didn't even flinch. We were sitting across from each other in the kitchen. Same table we bought during our second year of marriage. Same house. Same life. Or so I thought. She took a sip of wine, looked me dead in the eye, and said, "I don't believe in monogamy anymore. I have 3 boyfriends." No hesitation, no guilt, no apology, just a statement. I waited for the punchline. There wasn't one. My ears rang, my chest tightened. 3? Not one mistake, not an emotional slip. 3. I expected anger to explode out of me. Instead, something colder happened. A strange calm settled in. I nodded. "Okay," I said. She blinked. That wasn't the reaction she expected. I didn't yell. I didn't beg. I didn't accuse. I didn't ask questions. I stood up, rinsed my plate, and went to bed. That's when she started talking. "You're not going to fight for us? You're not even upset? Say something." But I had already decided something important in that moment. If she no longer believed in monogamy, then I no longer believed in tolerating disrespect. And I don't argue with people who've already left the marriage in their mind. The next morning, I began planning. Not revenge in the dramatic, screaming sense. Strategic detachment. Step 1. Silence. I stopped reacting emotionally. No more arguments. No more jealousy. No more checking her whereabouts. If she wanted freedom, she got it. But I quietly began reclaiming mine. Step 2. Information. I reviewed bank statements, phone bills, shared accounts. 3 boyfriends aren't cheap. Hotel bookings, restaurant charges, gifts, ride shares. She wasn't just emotionally detached. She was funding her new lifestyle with our joint money. That ended immediately. I separated accounts, opened a private one, redirected my salary, didn't tell her, just did it. Step 3, evidence. Screenshots. Messages she forgot to delete. Social media posts her private account wasn't actually private enough to hide. She thought she was living some bold, progressive new truth. What she was actually doing was building a legal disaster for herself. I spoke to a lawyer, quietly, calmly, preparedly. Meanwhile, at home, I became the most peaceful man alive. I cooked for myself, went to the gym, started dressing better, started sleeping better, stopped chasing, stopped caring. And that's when she started unraveling. At first, she flaunted it, stayed out late, took calls in front of me, laughed loudly at texts, waiting for me to snap. I didn't. I treated her like a roommate, polite, distant, unaffected. That's when the question started. "Are you seeing someone?" "No." "You don't seem jealous." "I'm not." "You don't care?" "I do. Just not the way you want me to." That's when she got nervous. 3 boyfriends sounds exciting in theory, until they realize they're sharing, until they realize they're not the only one, until they start comparing notes. And they did, because men talk. One of them messaged me, not to threaten me, to ask if we were separated. I simply replied, "No, we're married," and attached a screenshot of her message calling him the only one. I didn't insult him, didn't threaten him, just provided clarity. Within 2 weeks, boyfriend number 1 gone. Then number 2 found out about number 3. Gone. The third one stuck around the longest, until he found out she was still living with her husband. Also gone. 3 boyfriends. 0 left. That's when reality hit her. She walked into the kitchen one night, no wine this time. I made a mistake. I looked up from my laptop. "No," I said calmly. "You made choices." Tears came. Suddenly monogamy didn't seem so outdated. Suddenly stability looked attractive again. Suddenly I mattered. But here's what she didn't understand. The moment she said she didn't believe in monogamy anymore, I stopped believing in us. A week later, she was served divorce papers. She was stunned. "You're actually leaving?" "Yes." "But you said okay." "I did. And I meant it. Okay to your truth. Okay to your freedom. Okay to your consequences." The divorce was clean. I had documentation, financial records, messages, proof of misuse of joint funds, proof of infidelity. She thought she was rewriting the rules of marriage. She ended up rewriting her living situation, from housewife with stability to single woman with 3 ex-boyfriends and an apartment she couldn't afford alone. 6 months later, I ran into her at a grocery store. She looked tired, less confident, less defiant. "Do you ever miss me?" she asked quietly. I thought about it. "I miss who I thought you were." That was the truth. The real revenge wasn't yelling, wasn't cheating back, wasn't humiliation. It was indifference. It was preparation. It was letting her experiment with freedom while I prepared my exit. She believed in non-monogamy. I believed in self-respect. And self-respect wins every time.